Uh, Good morning, everyone. This is Daniel Simpson. I'm going to explain TSA 6 script in C++. This is the header file, and this is a struct node, and this is a data in int, and creating a node and preview struct, and a node and next instruct, and this creating a pointer as head ptr and temp, and creating a int main. And these are the function prototypes, and this the value I'm going to this is the I'm going to print choose insert delete display exit, and creating a switch case for that. Insert menu, insert beginning, insert at end. These are the values, and creating a switch case for that. For this is case for inserting, and this switch case is for deleting option. If we give and calling the function into bug, and it will save it in int, and ptr struct into node, and it will check that value, and it will print enter data will save it in n, and ptr is equal to null, and if its value is true means it will overflow. If it's not overflow means it will go to spot. Head is equal to null, and null value saved in ptr, and null saved in ptr, and data saved in, and head is equal to ptr, and else it goes to the data will saved in ptr, and null saved in preview, and head is saved in next, and this will save like this, and it will print in the insert first, and this is the insert last. Declaring an int ptr structure node is taking that value, and ptr is equal to null, and if ptr is equal to null means it will overflow, else it will print the value and enter the taking that value in the user, and it will print in n, and taking the n value in data, and head is equal to null, and it will print null is equal to null, and null is equal to preview, and head is equal to ptr, else head value is saved in temp, and while null saved in next, temp next value saved in temp, and temp is goes to next and ptr, and temp value saved in preview, and it will save like this. And we can go to the insert in the position, position and int saved in int, and ptr it will check the value of the value of the size of the value, and enter the data saved in n, and checking that ptr is equal to null, and if it's true means it will overflow, else it's not overflow, and taking that input from the user and saved in pos, and creating for loop to save that in the required position, int I is equal to 0, and I is equal to position -1, and I is plus plus. If temp is equal to null, there are less elements and return. And this is a void delete back, delete in beginning. Head is equal to null means it will go underflow. Checking that if underflow means it will go to L spot, and it will delete the required element. Deleted the first element, and null will saved in next, and null in head, and it will print the deleted element, and deleted element will print using this command, and it will print, and else ptr head is goes to the next head, and null saved in preview, and deleted elements over here, and ptr deleted last means head null is saved in head, sorry, head is equal to null, and if it's 2 means it will underflow, and if else null saved in null is equal to checking that null is equal to next, if it's true it goes to next line, and null is saved in head, and deleted element will print here, and free head, else ptr is equal to head, and it is saved in temp, and checking ptr in next is saved in ptr, and take it printing that input as a delete element is ptr data, and ptr will be printed. Delete in position, position int, uh, int position to delete, it's going to print that, and the printed element will taking that user from the user, and it will print in pos, and head will save it in ptr for the required position. We're going to print it in a required position, so creating a for loop, int I and I position, and int I, ptr is equal to next is saved in ptr. If this condition is true, it will go to next line, and we can delete, and it goes to the else spot, and if this true means it will, if it's not true means it will go to this else spot, and it will delete the element, deleted element will print here using this command. And this is a display. We reach the last code of last page of the code. ptr, the head will saved in ptr, and the doubly link going to print a doubly linked list. The doubly linked list will print using this command. While ptr is not equal to 0 null, this command will work, and we're going to print this ptr and data. This element will say the element value will say print here and show to the user. Insert beginning asking, and I'm going to insert at beginning. Data is 20. I'm going to insert again. The inserted element is going to insert at end. The element is 21. Going to delete it to delete at end. Going to press 2. The delta element is 21. I'm going to delete that again. Deleted element at the beginning one. That means there is no element there, so it will finish this. The code will be finished. That's it. Thank you.